Hello there. This video is going to demonstrate how to splice in a piece of pipe, or as you can see here, I will be putting in a cross section so I can extend my sprinkler system a bit. The trick here is, without buying a relatively expensive fitting, you can do this on a much cheaper budget. So the goal is to plug this in right here. So as you can see, I've not cut into the pipe yet. My budget solution is going to be, here's your pipe, and then you're going to need a coupler. Notice how the couplers have like a ridge inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up removing that ridge. That way, what we'll be able to do is take the coupler and just slide it back onto the pipe, put the pipe in place, and then lube it up with glue real good, and then just basically slide it back over. So I'm gonna demonstrate how I'm gonna put the cross section in place without having to potentially break the the pipe that's in the ground. In order to get rid of that ridge inside of your coupler, you're gonna use a round file, and I just basically go in there and just file it down as much as I can, so it kind of smoothly slides back and forth, back and then forth, onto the pipe. And of course, later in this video, I will show you as I put it in place in ground. So here's where I've started grinding down the ridge inside the coupler, and on the right side you see this is a brand new one that hasn't been touched. So I'll be using that one as well later on. So the purpose of the ridge, of course, is that it prevents the coupler from sliding all the way down, and when you bring your two joints together, or two pipes together, it just has it butts up against that ridge. So let's remove that ridge on the other coupler. So I'm just gonna work this around and keep going. I will not make you suffer through the entire process, so we'll just cut this short, but you get the idea. So I finished getting that ridge out of there, smoothed it down a little bit. It took me about 15 minutes or so. Of course, you could probably speed up the process with maybe a Dremel. I'm sure it would go much faster. I don't know, didn't break out the Dremel and decided to use my round file. So here again is the intact ridge, and then as you can see, I've already basically taken that ridge out on the other coupler and slid it over the pipe. Unfortunately, I don't have a real good way of, it slides relatively easy, but you still have to use two hands. So that's it. I have begun to cut the pipe in the ground and have created, here's my cross section, and my, what you saw earlier was a longer piece of pipe, so I cut it off and I fitted the length correctly to fit the gap that I'm going to have in here. See, notice I cut the bottom, and I'm in the middle of cutting the top section out. So the distance, the distance from here to here is that distance. So just leave enough space to actually account for the the part that actually, the coupler that goes over the top of the pipe, that's like an inch or so. I have built my pieces. As you can see, I've got I'm reusing the old piece of pipe because it has the length that I want. So I'm going to test fit that into the section. So let me step in here, and let's just put it on here. There we go, and give it a nice snug. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, it's in place. So all we need to do is glue it and then slide the coupler back across. So I'll be taking some snapshots of that. You can, let me turn that up. There we go. So what I'll be doing next is gluing the short piece into the cross section, and then gluing that onto the fixed pipe at the bottom of your screen that you're seeing there. So I'll be back. I am going to now glue and mend the two pipes back together with my, solution. So let's just goop it on. I'm going to put a liberal amount on both ends. And then basically just slide it across the gap and let the glue do its work. And then I'll add a little more glue. Just right there to kind of seal it up a bit. And we're done. Thanks for watching.